Hi guys, hope your day was good. So today I am gonna reflect a bit on chapter 3 of The Mountain is You, and I'm gonna start by telling you what chapter 3 is about. It's saying your triggers are your guide to your freedom. Okay, are your guides to your freedom. Okay, so triggers in the sense of let's say like your negative emotions, for instance your anger, your jealousy, all of those type of emotions are basically what is referred to as triggers. Yeah, and I'm gonna start off with the first one because I know most of us have felt this emotion before, and unfortunately we don't know how to direct or how to work through our emotions, especially our negative emotions, right? So we're gonna read. I'm gonna chat about um, anger now. It's saying how to interpret negative emotions, and then it's giving us like the different emotions that we're going through. So today we're only chatting about anger. So it's saying that anger is a beautiful a beautiful transformative emotion. It is mischaracterized by its shadow side, like aggression, and therefore we try to resist it. So when we feel anger, or when we hear about anger, we immediately think about aggression. We don't see it as a transformative type of um, emotion. Okay, so it is healthy to be angry, and the anger can also show us important aspects of who we are and what we care about. For example, anger shows us where our boundaries are. Anger also helps us identify what we want what we found to be unjust. So it might be that somebody is crossing your boundaries, but you're not even sure what your boundaries are, what you believe in, what is your values. Somebody is doing something that is against what you believe in, and then you feeling angry, but we don't know how to direct those anger. And also we can also it can also show us what we find to be like, if you find something is unjust, let's say for instance in the workplace, somebody, your boss or your colleague or whatever, is doing something that you don't agree with, and then it might trigger that type of emotion, your anger. You might get angry because of something, but then because we identifying or characterizing it as aggression, and then we just think to that now it's better not to show it or not to feel it, and I'm gonna just bury it, and then it's saying ultimately anger is trying to mobilize us to initiate action. So let's say for instance you are in a job that you really I'm just making an example, guys. Né? You're in a job that is really frustrating. You don't like the whole way that things are done in that place, and it just keep on happening. It doesn't matter how many times you raise your view or whatever, and when you start to become angry, it's a sign that you need to move. So it's trying to mobilize you and to initiate action. So I'm talking about a job. It can be a relationship, a friendship relationship, maybe a relationship with a marriage or boyfriend girlfriend relationship. Maybe things that keep happening, and you get to a point of anger, and that is a sign that you need to move. It's saying this is because anger is not intended to be projected onto someone else. Rather, it's an influx of motivation that helps us change what we need to change in our lives. So as soon as you feel that, it's a sign that you need to look and re-evaluate your life, how far you came, why things are happening, and all. And that is where I'm at this moment. And as I said, as I'm learning, I will come and talk. As I was sharing the other day, this quote by Maya Angelou that's saying, if when you learn, teach, when you get, give. So that is what I'm intending to do, because I know, as I also said, that so many people I know are currently following me, and for that reason I know that so many of us are frustrated in situations. You're angry about a certain situation, but you don't know what to do with that anger. You don't even know how to change. And as I also said, that I'm not gonna go into depth with what I'm learning here. I'm just sharing like highlights of the things that I resonate with. So I'm just gonna read another piece, and then we can wrap it up for today. And I hope that this will help somebody to understand that when you feel your anger, it's a sign that you need to reevaluate, that you need to remember, if you want a change in your life, you need to take action. It's not going to happen automatically. As the video that I made yesterday, most of us as believers, as Christians, we came to the belief that we just have to pray and fast, and then things will just fall into our laps. We don't want to take that action, and we don't understand that when you take the first step, then God will meet you, and then He will direct your steps. So if you're frustrated now in a situation and you feel that you can't take it anymore, that's a sign that you need to take action. It's a sign that you need to change something in order to get to a place where you feel comfortable again. Okay, so when we do not see it as such, this is now when you don't see it as a sign that you need to change your life, when we don't see it as such, we tend to bury it, like I was talking about just now, not ever resolving the real issue at hand. So we are not prepared to go and dig and see what it is that's making me feel this way, and why am I triggered like this. And this is when anger starts to cross over into aggression, when we take that anger out on those around us, as I'm just repeating this, around us, as opposed to using it as an impetus to change ourselves. So guys, I hope this helps someone. I only have 10 minutes to talk about the things that I want to talk about. If you want to get in contact, or we can chat a bit more, then send me a DM, and then we can chat. I hope it helps somebody. Remember guys, that I love you and that God loves you more. Have a blessed evening.